Welcome back to Two Stupid Guys Trade Stocks. I'm Vinny,
I'm Dylan.
and this week we're going to talk about Dylan's swing trading picks for the week of February 15th.
Exactly. So this is the first week that we are doing this. These are not set in a timeline of, hey, they're only good for a week, because there's a lot of conditions that go into them. So if these don't, they look like they're going to set up this week, but they may not, and it may take another week. So I'm going to do 3 every single week, 3 stocks.
Yeah, man. It's I appreciate the effort you put into this thing. That's a lot of work, I'm sure.
Oh man, can I even put this in here? I had a list of, I went from a list of 80 to a list of 12 and down to 3.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. All right, my friend, we'll get to them.
All right, so week of February 15th swing picks. Now, first, got a fun disclaimer, right? We're not financial advisors or a broker or a dealer. Stupid, right in the name. So if you wanna read this, go ahead. It's basically saying this is all you if you take it. I'm going to do it. Maybe do it in a paper trade account only. I think legally I have to say that. I don't know. Yeah. So disclaimer. All right. So here are my rules. Okay. Because even if the conditions are set, which I'll go over, they have to follow these rules. So if I'm going to place a trade, and that goes for every pick I ever do, I never go against the SPY. Okay. So if the SPY is tanking, all the technical levels are now worthless, as we saw in March of 2020.
Interesting.
Right. So these are if the SPY is going sideways, decreasing less than 1%, or going up.
Okay.
If I'm waiting for a stock to go down to hit my buy range, but the entire SPY is tanking, that buy range is worthless because it could just shoot right past it.
Yeah, it's been said, try to catch a falling knife, right? Like that's
yeah. Learn that a couple times. So do not go against the SPY. Yeah. I do a small share size until you're comfortable with stuff, or paper trading is really a good way to go. It's just a lot safer. There's no emotion in swing trading. I learned that also over the course of 2 years. It's for swing trading. It's not long-term stuff. Some of the stocks that I'm going to be recommending, I would not feel comfortable leaving for a year in my account. Right. So you set your stop loss. Let's say a stock is at $40. Your stop loss is at 39. And let's say it hits 39. And then you delete the stop loss. You're like, well, maybe it'll come back up. I personally guarantee you there will be stocks where you have a stop loss. It goes to the cent of the stop loss and then shoots back up, and you would have made a bunch of money. It's inevitable. It's going to happen, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Right here, you're going to have some losses no matter what. So the whole goal is I pick trades that have a 3-to-1 or more risk ratio. Okay, so I'm usually right about 66% of the time, so 2 out of every 3 trades. Just based off that would mean that I would lose 2R and gain at least 6R. R is a risk, I'm sorry. So let's say the risk is $100. My bad, I should have said that. Yeah. So I would lose, maybe 2 trades, and then I would win 3 trades, but the ones that you win, you usually win way more than you lose.
Yeah.
So that's part of it.
Yeah, one of the kind of more important points with swing trading, the way Dylan does it, is that your position size is really much more important than it is like when we do more the value investing oriented, strategy.
Yeah. Go small at first. That's just Vinny because he's very speculative of this. So this is just how to read my charts, okay? Because I'm about to open my charts and you're gonna get real confused at first. So I have, don't worry about these values. These are just taken from one of the charts, but I have a 50 simple moving average on the daily, 100, a 200. For those of you that are new to swing trading, we're going to do a whole video on what these do and how they're calculated. For those of you that understand this is what's on the chart. I have the 9 exponential and 20 exponential moving average, and then like yesterday's close, yesterday's high, yesterday's low, and these are less important for swing trading, but still. This is yesterday, so 2 days ago, close high. Okay, so this is for this week. Okay, this week. If it does not set up this week, or if it does not hit the buy zone, it's dead. There's, like I said, I have another list of 20 other chances I'm going to be watching this week. These are just some that I think will happen. So this is NEO. You want to talk about the fundamentals on NEO real quick?
Yeah. So electric car manufacturer based out of China. Right now, on a per car basis, they're actually more expensive than Tesla. About $2 million per vehicle produced in 2020. Tesla's about 1.7. Give you a little bit of a ratio. Ford and GM are about $10,000 to $12,000 per vehicle produced in 2020. So the valuation on these electric car vehicle manufacturers is astronomical, to say the least.
All the more reason to respect the stop loss.
Yes. I mean, they are growing very quickly, but yeah, from a fundamentalist standpoint, this is pretty bleeding edge.
Perfect. Did Kathy Woods invest in them or no?
I'm not sure on this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure. So I'm going to pull up the chart, but the buy zone is $54 to $56. Your stop loss is 53. If it hits 53, you're just quit. Yeah, I don't care if it hits 52.90, then goes to 70. Is what it is. You got to have a stop loss somewhere. Price target 64. So this is actually way more than the 3-to-1 risk to reward ratio.
Mm-hmm.
So ideally for this one, you're going to want to buy under the 20 EMA and use the 50-day moving average as your stop loss to give it some room. Let me pull that up real quick. So 1 second.
So that's the wrong ticker. There we go.
The wrong one. So this is NEO's day, NEO's weekly. As you can see, it's pulling up. My dash line is the 9 EMA. This is the 20. Same for the daily. Okay, this is the daily chart. This is the weekly chart. So as you can see, it hit 64.76 3 different times. It went up right here, and then it's been kind of consolidating, going up and down and up and down. It's going down, as you can see right now, on falling volume. And that is the most important part. Okay, this is called a doji. I'll go over that more in depth, not on a weekly video, but it's going down in falling volume. Hopefully it should settle just below. This is your buy range. Okay. And then the 54.30 is the stop loss. Did I say 54.30?
I believe you said 54, but.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. It is 54 because you always want to give it a little extra 20 to 30 cents. That's why. That makes sense. Okay. So we're going down. Ideally, you would like to have it come down below this 58 all the way down to this range here and then buy for all the way up. Once again, the falling volume is a pretty big part there. So there we go. Stop loss 53. I gave it a lot more room here in case it goes all the way down. It's because the risk to reward on this is so ridiculous if it's too close.
Gotcha.
So this is, I would say, medium risk. This one's real high risk.
Yeah.
Real high. So just heads up. You want to talk about CLSK?
Yeah, you want to put this thing back in percent mode?
In percent mode? What's percent mode?
Present.
Oh, present mode.
Yeah. So I had actually never heard of this company before. I had to look them up.
Neither had I.
Yeah, very small company involved in kind of a clean energy is kind of their broad space, but they derive about a third of their revenue from Bitcoin mining, which is certainly interesting.
Not saying I believe in it.
Yeah, it sounds like they have a couple of very different business segments. One of which is involved in like predictive algorithms for energy grid management, which is certainly an interesting area. But they also, like I said, have a major portion of their exposure is to Bitcoin mining, and they're actually growing that portion of their business. So, yeah, this is highly Bitcoin dependent, and Bitcoin is at an all-time high pretty much right now. So,
Exactly.
Yeah, only if you really believe Bitcoin can be making new highs, does this company make a lot of sense, I guess.
I wouldn't leave this thing in my portfolio without watching it a lot, but buy zone is going to be about 25.80. Your stop loss is 23.70, and the price target's 41.50. So this risk to reward is like 10 to, well, no, it's like 8 to 1.
Yeah,
but very, very good.
Yeah.
Let's pull up the chart here. Was it CLSK?
Yes. I can't even remember what their name was.
Yeah. So here we go. The 50-day moving average is coming up right here. You have a big support at 23.98. Okay. Very, very large support. We were once again falling on lower volume and then through a doji on higher volume than the last 3 days. Okay. It was actually above average, whereas the falling was below average. If you look here, usually the days it goes up usually has more volume. So what we're looking for is for this to come down to pretty much in this zone here. This is, if you can get it to bounce off of the 50-day, that was 100% your buy zone. So if you bought here, this is going to be your stop loss, 23.98. And then hopefully it can go all the way back up to highs, or even 36.86 would be fantastic. So we're hoping for a little bit of dip on a Tuesday when the stock market opens. All right. Yeah, you gonna take that one, Vinny?
No, I'm not touching that at all. Yeah, there's a lot of risk reward ratio right there, but that's aggressive.
It is. So yeah, you definitely got to have the stop loss up there. Like I said, I don't believe in this company. It's just it's a pretty good stop loss and risk to reward ratio.
Yeah.
This is the last one. I gave this one a medium risk recommendation. Do you want to talk about Plug?
Yeah, so Plug is another electric vehicle kind of play. They're more involved in the charging infrastructure. It's actually an interesting, long-term potential as everything in the electric vehicle segment has gotten priced for perfection, though. But I think they appear that they could be one of the forerunners in that segment, and that segment I think is one that has quite a bit of future potential, but I don't think they're there yet to justify.
I completely agree. Just a technical play. All right. So buy zone below 62. You want to try to not get it above 62. Stop loss. It's really around like 60.30, but once again, you want to give this more room. So I did 59.80. Let me pull this up. Okay. I have successfully swung Plug a number of times here. I kept on doing, I think I did from here to here and from here to here. Yeah, I bought at the 9 EMA for a squeeze all the way up to 74. So this is another one. Once again, had a big drop, bounced off the 20 EMA right here, bounced off the 20 EMA again, and then we had a little bit of a doji. So it's at 63.19. Has very good support at 60.22 and 60.75. We want it to drop just to above the yesterday low, under 62. Very good risk reward ratio. If this puppy falls below 60 or below like 59, 80-ish, it could just free fall this entire gap. So you got to be on your toes here. Okay. These are, you have to have a stop loss and you have to respect it. But these are the three. As they're setting up, I think it's likely that they could happen. None of these they might not, like if they all shoot up on Monday, pretty much all of those are dead. So that's fine. And then we just wait till they set up later. can't call when it happens. You just got to be ready when it actually happens.
Yeah, I gotcha.
All right.
Yeah.
That, I think, just a couple, something that I'm going to watch, but I wouldn't recommend it. PLTR. You want to talk about that real quick?
Yeah, so it's a really big week for them. They actually released their final quarter of 2020 earnings Tuesday before the bell, and their stockholder lockup period expires, I think, Thursday before the bell.
You're right.
For those of you who don't know what shareholder lockup is that when a company first comes public, usually there's a period of time where people that had owned shares prior to the IPO, initial public offering, are not allowed to sell them. And once that expires, it typically puts a little bit of a downward pressure on the stock. So it'll be interesting to see how it plays out.
That is why, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I would definitely. This is a stock worth watching at the end of the week. There might be opportunities there.
Right. The problem is I can't call prices because there's too many fundamental. Earnings. Earnings is known for shattering your stop losses, meaning if a stock's going to go up, it can just shoot down for a second, ruin your dreams, and go all the way back up. So I don't play earnings. And there's too many other fundamental things happening, but it will be interesting to watch.
Yeah.
WWE. I can show this one real quick. It actually looks quite interesting. It's literally the wrestling thing. I was going to take it, but it just looks so weak right now. I was going to take, I thought that this was very encouraging on February 11th, and then February 12th happened and actually increased in volume and went down. So it has to hold this level. I lost faith in it on this day. Maybe it'll bounce off the 200, but that's one that I'll also be watching, but I'm a little bit more wary.
Interesting. What's going on with them from a fundamental standpoint? I honestly have not followed wrestling in years.
I don't care. I don't know. I don't know. It's wrestling. So
yeah,
they had earnings. I don't know what happened. It was like 2 weeks ago.
Nice. All right, my friend.
All right.
Yeah. Thanks for the picks. Will be an exciting week to kind of watch them. We'll have to figure out a way to keep track of my value picks versus your swing trade picks.
I'm going to develop a way. I have a way for that. We're going to do it next week.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Should be fun and exciting.
If those graphs were intimidating, we're going to do a video on all of that. I get it. I just want to get this out before the stock market opens Tuesday.
Perfect.
So stocks to watch.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us, and hopefully you'll come back and leave us a comment below if there's anything you'd like to see from us. Anything else, Dylan?
Nope. All that is me buying, not necessarily you. Disclaimer. Right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I already posted my value pick, and I did purchase that stock this week, so we'll see how it goes.
Oh yeah. So maybe no one else buy it. I don't know. I don't know what the legal thing is here.
No, you're allowed to. You're just supposed to disclose your position in the company, I believe.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't even know. I got to wait for stuff to set up.
Yeah. Well, exactly. Yeah, that's true.
If the setup is not perfect, you do not take the trade. There's too many other opportunities. There's literally 1,000 every week. So only perfection when you're looking at the trade.
Yeah, exactly. Capital preservation is above all else.
Yes. Yeah, definitely.
All right. Well, thank you guys for tuning in.
All right. Have a good one.
Yeah. See you next week.